told you're thugs. You don't know anything. So why don't you just let me go and crawl back in whatever hole you call home?
Listen, sweetheart. Everyone talks eventually.
Natalie Fowler,
Yes?
come with me.
Hi, welcome to another episode of Rapid Fire Review, an airsoft gun review show brought to you by the people at Pyramydair.com. I'm your host, Barry Goodband.
And I'm Storn Cook, and today we're going to be looking at the F2000 from G&G.
All right, so when this thing arrives in the mail, you're going to find a 450-round high-capacity magazine that's all metal. You're also going to find a front sight adjustment tool.
You're also going to find a cleaning and unjamming rod, and it also comes with a really nice manual that has nice color photos in it. It's pretty impressive, actually.
Yeah, all right.
I want to see how it shoots.
Yeah, let's take it over and see how she performs. All right, so we've got the F2000 out here in the range. We're going to put it in the chronograph and see what kind of stats we get.
And we're firing .20 gram BBs out of this today.
All right.
There you go.
And there we go.
406, 419, 416, 400, and 419.
All right, all of them in the 400 plus range there, pretty respectable.
Yeah, let's see what we can get for...
See what kind of rounds per second.
Yeah, rounds per second we can get out of there. 11.4.
11.4, not bad.
Respectable.
Not bad, yeah, absolutely. But you know, this gun's ready for some battery upgrades as well. So if you decide you want to run a slightly hotter battery with it, just go ahead and pick one up.
Yeah,
See what you can get out of it.
Let's see how it does downrange.
Hey, not bad. That's got good consistency there. You know, those shots aren't on the bull, but they are in a nice tight group. You know, once you've got the gun out of the box for a little while, you can adjust on the sights and get her dialed right in there for you. Let's see what the full auto action looks like.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this part.
Wow. All right. Right on the money there. You know, that looks like a laser gun. It looks like it shoots like one, too.
That's tight.
Yeah, go ahead and give them a little more. That looks like fun. Yeah, that's good
fun.
stuff. Yep.
That's a lot of fun. Let's talk about this some more over
Yeah,
there.
let's take it back over to the desk and give our final thoughts.
Excellent. So, Barry, what'd you think?
Well, overall, man, I think there's just way too much cool stuff going on with this gun, you know, for us to be able to cover the whole thing here. I mean, we'd be here for an hour talking about all the cool features here. But there are a couple that I want to touch on, and number one is this access door that's here at the back of the rear sight aperture. Now, this door exists on the real steel firearm, and it's there so that the operator can access the chamber here and perhaps clear a jam or a malfunction or something like that. On the airsoft version, they put the hop-up mechanism in here for you, and it really is a handy place to have it. You don't even need to leave your primary firing position in order to adjust the hop up. You just flip this door up, make your adjustment, slap it back down, and you're rocking and rolling. Really cool, fast on the fly feature right there. I also really like this dual stage trigger here. This trigger it responds to the pressure that you put on it. When you put it in the full auto mode, if you just kind of gently pull the trigger, you'll get single fire mode. But if you come into a situation where it's time to rock and roll and you need that full auto, you don't have to adjust your fire selector. You just give more tension on that trigger, you get a full auto burst. It really, you know, it really is cool and can save you those precious fractions of a second that can make the difference between being taken out or taking your opponent out. Very cool feature on this gun.
I like that it shot well. I mean, you know, I was laying down some BBs in a pretty tight group on full auto. I really like that. Now, I've had the luck of handling this gun in the field. A friend of ours we play with has one. He loves it. I'm very jealous of him. I want one too. And the first time I ever handled it, I was a little bit surprised at how wide the front grip is and how wide and sort of bulky it is. But it really feels good. All the weight is centered right across the grip, you know, so it doesn't, you can have it in a ready position for long periods of time and not tire yourself out. And this front grip is ergonomic and it's ambidextrous, so you can reach on it and your fingers will just latch into the right position every single time. I really like that. I mean, that was really cool. I like the weapon quite a bit.
Yeah, it's obvious that some serious brain power was devoted to the developing of this gun. I mean, it shows from, you know, from the buttstock to the muzzle that, you know, somebody's really using their head here and really trying to make some innovations in the firearms game, and it's definitely well appreciated.
I also wanted to touch on that on a lot of bullpups, getting the magazine can be a bit laborious in the field, you know, but this one, you might have seen me when I walked onto set, I just snapped my hand up right onto it and it popped out right into my hand. It's right here.
It's got this
real easy. It's almost faster than my M4.
Yeah, it's got this big button here. You just, right there, the magazine drops out and you got ready to slap another one in. It's, like I said, a lot of brain power used here and it definitely shows. So there's one more thing that we want to show you guys on this piece before we head out, and that is that this piece actually gives you the option of being able to dial the FPS back. And that is accomplished by accessing
the back there.
The back panel here, and this is the same place where you're going to open it up to change your battery. You're going to flip this up here.
Yeah, it's a little stiff at times.
It is a little bit stiff, but you don't want it to come off on the field in you. So you're seeing this hole here, and in the center here you've got a black screw. Now, you're going to put an Allen wrench in there, and that's going to loosen the system up. The Allen screw holds everything in place, and then you're going to use a flathead screwdriver to actually dial the tension on the spring back so you can actually lower your FPS. It really, really is a great handy thing to have. Say you're going to a CQB game and you know, you want to dial things back. You want to be able to use your cool gun so you can dial back to, you know, to the 300 range or so that you can play in a CQB environment and not be leaving welts and bruises on your buddies.
Yep, that's awesome.
So, you know, really, really, really cool feature there. And you're also going to be able to access your battery compartment here and change that out as well.
Really easy to get to. That's a nice feature.
All right. So I think that's all the time that we've got for the F2000, but you guys keep your eyes open because we'll be back in the near future and we'll have another cool gun from Pyramydair.com. Until then, I'm your host, Barry Goodban.
And I'm Storn Cook, and if you're interested in reaching us, you can do so at rapidfirereview at Pyramydair.com, or you can reach us at Pyramydair's Facebook page.
And one more thing before we go, fellas, I have to remind you, airsoft guns are realistic copies of actual firearms. So always play safely, act responsibly, and we'll see you guys out there in the field.
Do not remove the federally required orange marking from your gun. Treat airsoft guns the same as firearms. Assume a gun is loaded, even if you know it's unloaded. Never shoot at someone who isn't wearing proper eye protection. Never brandish your gun in public, and always transport it in a case. Do not point an airsoft gun at anyone as a joke. Keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to shoot. Do not use airsoft guns to shoot at, discipline, or injure animals. Know the laws regarding airsoft guns and their use.